Hey everybody, it's Christine Bertram, and I am coming to you live from the Hive here in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. It is Thursday, October 12th, officially. We have just a few more hours left in this day, it seems. It went really fast, which is always the case. I'm excited for another night of stamping with you guys. It seems like I've been with you almost every day this week, it feels. Hi, Sarah Mitchell. Hi, Penny Powell, my sunshine friend. She called me today, you guys, and said, do you know you're live right now? I'm like, and you guys, it was pretty comical, right? To see how crazy I was with my Let's Just Stamp on Monday. I think I got about 4 people that called me after the live that said, you know you're live right now, and they didn't realize that they were watching the replay. It was awesome because that means I have such great viewers and friends out there that want to help a girl out when she doesn't realize she's live. So, oh, you guys told me to keep rolling with it, and I didn't realize that if I kept rolling with it, it would mean that I would psych people out thinking that that I was live. Oh, it was good. So you guys, I laughed. I try not to go back and watch that video. Hi, Susan Bellamy. Hi, Mary Lemke. Oh, Mary Lemke, I owe you a phone call. As soon as we're done with the live today, I want to connect with you on your questions. I think you've sent me two texts. Hi, Mary Carls from Jericho. Oh, the craft. Ready to craft with card kits in hand. I'm so excited to hear that, Mary. Hi, Randy Schultz. Oh, Mary says, I'm ready. I started to get a start. She goes too fast for me when you have to color. Haha. Yes, I do go fast, you guys. You know that though. I do go fast, but I do that because sometimes I do have to go to the bathroom by the time I get done with a live. And it's like, I can't just get up in the middle of the live with you guys to go do that like you guys could. It doesn't work that way. So sometimes I do work faster than others, and sometimes maybe I have a hot day too that I need to get going faster, but I try not to overwhelm you guys too much. But just know the replay is always there in case you need it. Hi, Vicki Rodriguez. Vicki, I did get a text from you today, too. I will be getting back to you. Hi, Deb Norman. Hi, Jeannie Parker. Hi, Sandy Wicklander. Hi, Debbie Gass. There's Ann Bellinger. Yay. Hi, Nancy. First time to see me live. Yay. From the North Shore of Lake Erie in Canada. I love it. Good job. Yay. Thanks for joining. Hi, Donna Grushke. There's Judy Sharp. There's Sherry Martin and Jenna Helms. Yay, you guys, a lot of you got lots of packages coming out. So you guys, Nancy, you're new to watching me. So how it works, I have a tablet and I have a phone here, and I use an app called Switcher Studio. And what happens is I create the live and I don't go live. What I do is I run over to my computer, and if you want to see this in action, all you have to do is watch my video from Monday, October 9th at 1 p.m. Central. You guys get to see the shenanigans that happen in the middle. Hi, Jean Terwilliger. So I hit like the start of the broadcast, but once I hit live, before I hit live, I go backwards to my computer, is usually sitting somewhere over there, and I add the cover photo, I add the tags, I add the time, I add the language, and then I share the video to my Facebook page. It usually takes between 2 and 5 minutes, sometimes 7 if I get interrupted and somebody calls me in the middle, or my mom tries to call me 3 times. No, it usually takes, and so I hit the starting the function here at like a minute 2, and then it took me about 4 minutes. So that's why it looks like I'm live, but I'm not. But so good question. But so some people don't know that, and some people kind of have experienced that with me. So Deb Norman, your package is not in the mail today. I needed to order the ribbon that you're swapping out, and that should be here, I think, by Monday or Tuesday. So I needed to order that. I did not have the burlap and real red combo pack to put in your package. So, but 84 other people besides Deb Norman. Mary Lemke, your package didn't go either because I got to talk to you before I ship it. But you guys, I have a picture here of, this was officially at, what time was this at? I took this picture at, let's see the details, at 5:03 p.m. I was at the post office, you guys. This entire cart is full of all the things that I took to the post office. Dion Miller, that is your box right there. You had won one of the raffle baskets from the Wounded Warrior benefit. So that was your basket plus all of your retro swap cards in there. So hi, Vicki Eakins from Arizona. The culmination of a lot of stuff, you guys. If you, like Nancy, this is the first time seeing me live. If people just start watching it, like what we've been doing for the last 2 weeks, almost everything went out the door. So we got about 3,000 cards in for a swap, the Radically Retro swap that got swapped out last Friday. Almost all of them, I'd say 90% are out of here now. So they'll get back into people's hands for our swap party, which isn't this Sunday, it's actually next Sunday. But that way they have time to get their cards in the mail next week. Perfect, that all worked out, great timing on that. So it was the Radically Retro swap. And then we had the Wounded Warrior benefit. You guys, we had a team here that made about 400 cards last week. And so those got mailed out. And then we kitted up 3 classes on Tuesday. The Technique Club class, Mary Bold and Bright, and Ink, Paper, Scissors. And then on top of it, we had the prizes that people have won. And so we had a lot of stuff. My mom and I were a little bit overwhelmed when we first got started because if you guys watched my video from earlier in the week, we had swap cards all the way along the floor here, all the way along the floor here, and the whole entire corner was just full of cards. So you guys, it's been amazing how awesome it is to have to ship out this many packages. So it was 84 packages. I printed off a little slip. Here's like a little picture. If you guys didn't see this, I posted this picture. This is the Mary Bold and Bright class that's coming up next Wednesday. This is that card right there, you guys. I over forecasted by a lot at this moment. I think I have about 25 sets of this class left unaccounted for. So maybe it's not as appealing to people because they're like non-traditional Christmas colors, but these 2 cards I think are my favorite. And this is, I posted these, you guys can see the detailing. Tammy Sokolik and her mom Sandy, they die cut oodles of these little filaments and oodles of these spin toppers. They even took plastic packaging, put it on the paper. All you need for these 2 cards are sentiments and some sort of a background to help that white to not look so white. And then these are the other 2 cards. So this, you guys, is what's coming up next week, Thursday, the 19th, for my Thursday night classes. The USPS loves me. They sure do. Hi, Tammy DeWitt. Tammy, you have an awesome box coming out. One of those big boxes was yours, too. So, you guys, this is Mary Bold and Bright. So, since I posted that picture, I know that a couple people have signed up for this class, which is awesome. And you know what? If I end up with past class, or if I end up with this class left at the end, it just rolls into the past classes section. So yes, one of these, Tammy DeWitt, one of these boxes is yours. I don't know which one, but Sherry Everett, one of those is yours as well. So there was a lot that went there. So the other thing is, you guys, we kitted up this class today. It's called the Garden Walk Ink, Paper, Scissors. And at the time we kitted, all of the kits were sold. So we actually kitted for 8 more. So at this moment, this class is in 2 weeks. It's October 23rd. It comes with a quarter pack of the Designer Series paper. It comes with the roll of coral ribbon, and it also comes with the blooming pearls. And so we made up 8 extra because it's like the class is not for another week and a half. And so basically we thought, well, we better make 8 extra. So I still have 8 left of this class. In case anybody wants to get on this, you really only need sentiments and a couple maybe flowers for that one. You wouldn't need to buy the Garden Walk or Modern Garden stamp set for it if you didn't want it. And then the Technique Club class with Rose, you guys, the Tricks and Treats class. I have, I think, 2 more or 3 more of that one available too. I'm going to watch along with you guys. So yay. All right. You're a rock star. Thanks, Penny. I hope you're signed up for that. Yeah, Jeannie Parker, I signed you up for everything for the rest of the year. So you and about 8 other of my lovely lady gals. Hi, Diane Bogenhagen. I hope you're feeling better, my friend. I have about 8 of you amazing ladies that take every single class without fail. And I generally, what I did now that we're getting to the end of the year, I just took about 20 minutes and I put your name, those people, I put your names down just for the rest of the year so that you're always signed up to make sure that I don't miss signing you up. And yeah, so Jeannie Parker, you were one of them. You have everything, except for my in-person bingos where I don't mail out kits. But, and if there's ever one where people I sign them up and they don't want it, I just erase their name. It's no big deal. So yay. So free shipping day was, well, there was actually just there was 3 free shipping days. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, you guys. Amazing. It was a breath of fresh air from my point of view to not have it be one day, because I remember thinking, I got to the end of the night Monday and I thought, oh, I got some orders in, but I don't feel rushed to have to put the other orders in. Like I could do them on Tuesday. So it was so nice to have a window of 3 days. So if anybody felt the same way and you ever reach out to Stampin' Up for anything, you can always put a shout out to say, hey, yay, Stampin' Up, thank you for 3 days of free shipping versus 1, because it made it less stressful for people, I think, in general. So that was pretty amazing. I thought of it right about 15 minutes before 6 o'clock. I thought to myself, I need to pull the names for the drawing, because everybody who did a $75 order during free shipping between Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, I'm putting your name in for a drawing for a stamp set. And then I went to my computer and I forgot to do the filters and print it off. And so tomorrow morning, you guys, I don't even have it on the calendar. It's on my books, like my personal calendar. We're doing a kit class tomorrow at, I think I put 11 o'clock. And we're going to be making this kit. So in case you guys want to watch tomorrow or catch the replay. Oh, kitty sighting, yay. We're going to be making this tomorrow. You guys, I just realized I never sent the email. I never posted it on Facebook. I never did anything because I completely forgot. But it's on my radar. We are doing this class tomorrow at 11 o'clock. So tonight, when I get done, I'm going to be creating the event for this and sending out an email and letting you guys know that this is tomorrow at 11. Just know if you can't watch it live tomorrow, you can always catch the replay, but we're going to go through this and make this. And then what my plan is, at the end of this class tomorrow, we will do the drawing to see who wins the gift certificate or the stamp set. Okay. So I didn't forget, but I just didn't do it. Hi, Marcia Long. Marcia Long, she had a question, and I think that I might answer it, Marcia, as long as you're here right now. It is a great universal question. I might just read off her question so that others can also, hear the answer. Especially for those people that are contemplating joining Stampin' Up and not sure whose team to join. You might be watching a few different demonstrators. Right now during October, there's a great sign-up special. You can either get 35% off the $99, which is something about $64, $65, and you get $99 worth of product. I'm sorry, you get $125 worth of product, which is normal, the $125, or you can pay the $99 and get 35% more in product, which is around $168. Are you ready for this, you guys? We had 13 new team members join since October 3rd. 13 since the 3rd. New bees on the team. I'm like crazy. Hi, Patty Wright, coming in a little late. And so that is phenomenal. It must be a super good deal. You guys, I am actually going on my 10-year anniversary with Stampin' Up. Oh, it's tomorrow. It's October 13th of 2013, I think, or October 10th. That is a really good question, you guys. I joined Stampin' Up during their 25-year anniversary special, which was it was $25 worth of product, and it was $25. So it cost $25 to join it, but you only got $25 worth of product. And that is what it took for me so I started using Stampin' Up products in 2000. It was 1999 to 2000. Welcome to all the newbies. It is awesome. Yay. So I had been using Stampin' Up products for 13 years before I made the commitment to actually join Stampin' Up. And I don't regret that I didn't do it earlier. I did it when it was right for me. I never had wanted to do it ever. I never wanted to sell. I never wanted to have classes. I never wanted any of it. I just wanted to buy my product and be happy. and all it took, you guys, let me just see. I'm trying to look at my anniversary date. All it took is that promotion was $25 just to get signed up. And then, hi, Jenny Knutson. Hi, Chris Duderenke. All it took is the first order that you could place back then at when what they gave people that promotion, you got to go to the next on stage for free, which is what they're offering right now. And you got a 30% discount on the first order that you placed on your account. And I know that I got all my friends and family together, all my stamping friends, and we put together the biggest order. It was like $1,500. We put together an order, and that was it. That's all I was ever going to do, you guys. I was never going to do more. I never wanted anything more. And all of a sudden, somebody, one of my friends was like, oh, I'm going to join as a demonstrator through you just to be a discount shopper. I'm like, okay. Like, she's not active anymore. The very first person to sign up on my team is not active anymore. The oldest bee on my team is Gina Bulow, actually, from 2016. So that was 3 years after I signed up. And I'll be honest, like, I never had classes for about 2 or 3 years. And then all of a sudden my friends are like, you need to start, like, we want to get together and do like a club thing. And that's how it ended up. But you guys, that was, how am I going to find this? I go to home. Tell me, somebody, how do I find my start date? Oh man, my anniversary was October 10th. You guys, I already missed it. It was on Tuesday. I had my 10-year anniversary with Stampin' Up! On Tuesday. So yay. So you guys will have the same anniversary month if you join during October, if you haven't joined. But yeah, so I don't know, like, my whole like thing with the whole joining. It's been amazing that we've had so many newbies. I don't know if I had a thought that I was going down the path, because I got totally sidetracked with talking about trying to find when my day is. Hi, Laura Sullivan. But yeah, so it's so awesome. If anybody wants to get joined with Stampin' Up, like the Be Happy Stampers. Oh, Marsha Long. I got it. So here, you guys, this is why I went down that path. Marsha Long's question. She said, what do you offer a demo that signs up through you? So good question. I offer myself, and anybody that's on my team knows that I make myself available, and I bend over backwards to help my team and answer questions as quickly as possible and to help them. I always tell people that I just want you to be happy. If you want nothing with Stampin' Up! Except for to get a discount, or if you want the world, like, that's what's so awesome about it, is you can do anything you want, and I'm here to help you reach your goals. So that's one thing. You get me. And the other thing, besides all the other things that Stampin' Up! Offers, I like to give my team discounts on classes. So like product-based classes, they have the option to buy the class and pay a lower amount without the product being part of it, so that they can buy the product through themselves. So reduced pricing on some of my classes. They also get discounted pricing on my team events that I have, like the escapes that I offer, and a new event next year, they get, like, there's a discount on that. And the other great thing that I offer to my team is the access to every single PDF tutorial that I have ever created and put in my team Facebook page. We have a private Facebook page for the Be Happy Stampers, and in there, and Luann Bartling just found it today. Yay, Luann. There is a file section in that group. And so if you're new to me, the Be Happy Stampers, if you go to the file section, it dates back to early 2020. So that's going on almost 4 years worth of PDF tutorials of every class. So if you have like a stamp set that you haven't created with, and you're like, oh, I wonder if she's ever done a class on it, all you have to do is search for it in my file section on my team page, and maybe it's there. So yeah, so the tutorials is an amazing thing that, like, you have access to so much creativity. All the classes that I've done for like almost the last 4 years. So sorry, that was a lot of wind, and it was going out really fast, and all of a sudden I needed to swallow. Diane said the best upline ever is what Christine offers. Thank you. Sarah said you've also helped others that are not on your team, and I'm wonderful. Thank you so much, Sarah. You know what? I look at people who aren't on my team but who purchase from me as a customer or take my classes as also part of my extended community. And so I do help others, even if they're not on my team, if they are actively helping and supporting me and my business. So that's how I operate. So I want to make sure I help people. So other than that, like, I do, like, at Christmas time also provide, and like when you join my team, like, I always have little things like this, like little bumper stickers. I have magnets. Like, I give like when you qualify, I have a Be Happy Stampers journal that I give everybody. When you promote to Bronze Elite, I have bee necklaces. When you promote to Silver, everybody gets a silver tiara. When you promote to Silver Elite, you get special pretty bracelet that has a bee on it. So yeah, so I hope, Marsha Long, that answers your question, and that if anybody else was ever wondering too, like what, I mean, because it's, what I tell people is you get one decision in Stampin' Up, and that is who your upline is. And so just, that's like, and that's it. I just want you to be happy with who you choose as your upline. So happiness is the best policy that I have here. Hi, Linda Hall. She is a huge inspiration to all. Yay. I always tell people that they always have to do what is best for them, and they only know what they need, and to make those decisions, and never to think about me in their decision-making process, because I am good as long as you're happy. That's what I always tell people. I'm in Florida and picked Christine for my upline, and she's amazing. So happy you did. Yay, Penny Powell. I'm so excited. So Penny Powell, the next time I am down in Florida, you better get your butt down with Cheryl Taylor and Sherry Pyre so I can meet you in person. So I missed you last year. And that's just it, you guys. When I go traveling with Tyler, I can make it a point to put it out there that anybody on my team, like, you're welcome to meet up with me if we can make it work. Oh, I tried so hard to get hooked up with Linda Hodge when I was in New York, but I did get to meet up with Jean Terwilliger in Everett, Pennsylvania, and Laura Sullivan. We've met up in Chicago, and my girls come to visit me, like, from Michigan. So yes, I always make sure that I try to make myself accessible. So always getting surprises and goodies. Yay! So we had so much fun at the escapes. Yes, yes. All right, so we're going to do roll call really quick. You guys, you might see some kitties running around. They're here. And the other thing I do, you guys, is I keep it real. There's no BS with me. It is, you get me. I'm not two different people. And I get this a lot. People ask me, they say, you're the same as you are online as you are in person. I'm like, yeah, I don't have time to be two different people. I am not one person on the camera and another person in real life. I am what you get, and this is how I am. So, yeah. Anyway, so you get me. You get me, my craziness. And the girls probably on my team are like, she wants us to do what? And this too? And oh man, does she ever stop? So, you guys, today we have the October monthly class. It is featuring 3 different stamp sets, which we'll go over here in a moment, but I want to go through the roll call. And I'm so excited to say the first person on my list is Judy Sharp. And Judy Sharp signed up for this class the minute she found out that this card with featuring winter owls was going to be on the docket for the class. And so Judy Sharp, number 1, Jenna Helms, Sandy Wicklander, Jeannie Parker, Shirley Malarkey, Sherry Everett, Donna Grushke, Joanne Kahn, Mary Carls, Vicki Rodriguez, Pat Fleming, Angela Knutson, Karen Woods, Nedra Dover, Linda Scott, Brenda Cottrell, and this might be one of Brenda's first classes. She got 2 classes from me recently. I think this is the first of the 2. So welcome, Brenda. Yay. I'm not boring. Good. I try not to be boring. Tyler might think I'm boring because all I ever do is stamp, but that's not boring. Susan Bellamy, Mary Lemke, Jean Vassell, Sherry Martin, Feline Mays, Christina Bernards, Jenny Knutson, Janice Ormiston, and let's move over here, Patty Wright, Angelique McClendon, Mary Sykes, Deanne Estelle, Leslie McMinn, Bonnie Kemen, Christina Heiser. I show by my records, I have 5 open spots. Plus, I think I have a few that I plan for in person that I'm not going to be using. And so in case anybody's interested in taking this class with me, you can. It's either free with a minimum $45 order using the host code, or you can pay for it. And it's $15 for porch pickup, or if you need it mailed to you, it's $21. Unless you have something else that's going out of here in the near future, like that you're still having a package on the counter I haven't shipped, or we just hold it till you have the next package, then I can give reduced shipping. You guys, I hate paying shipping just as much as you do. So if I can ever consolidate packages, I definitely do my best to make that happen and help you guys save some shipping money. What else? So we did have, out of all those people, there were 5 people. Look at that. Out of all those people, 5 people placed orders to get the class for free. And so that means I'll do a drawing for those 5 people to see who gets a door prize. So yay. All right. Laura say here, and I ordered the owl set. I better be called. Let's see if Laura's in it. I'll make sure I got Laura in here. I always double check. We got Vicky. Laura Sullivan. Hang on, Laura Sullivan. Oh, you and your name. Oh, I always feel like, what, Laura Sullivan, and you ordered the owl set. So Laura Sullivan, number 34. I think your box has not shipped yet. And I think Laura, I didn't call you. I'm calling you right now, Laura. Laura Sullivan, number 34. Okay, so Laura, if you can make your eyes focus right there, that box is yours, way back there. That box is your escape box. And before I ship that box out, we're going to do a thorough review of everything that's in there. Hi, Sue Beasley. I know that we texted this week about making sure you had everything for October. And I think that I didn't get to my book to write the October monthly class down. And I know that you have Mary Boulder Bright. But before I ship your box, we need to have a quick chat probably to make sure we have everything and make sure I have everything square. So yay. So then there's 6 people who placed orders. So we got you, Laura. No problem. So that's what I love about you guys is we keep it real and we keep it I always tease people between you and me, we keep it all straight because there's a lot to keep straight. So yeah, the owl set is awesome. Hi, Karen Wetstein. Yay. Okay. So the cards that we're making today, 3 different, let me grab the book. Oh, speaking of today, I wore my shirt today that says Inspire, Create, Share, Stampin' Up. You guys, this was a gift from Maria Gilbertson in Two Harbors, Minnesota. She is a Bee Happy Stamper. She's a lovely bee. She came down for the Autumn Creative Escape and she had this shirt for me. She said that she ordered the wrong size and Stampin' Up sent her the correct size and told her to keep the shirt and pay it forward to somebody else. And she paid it forward to me. And I didn't have it yet. So yay, I get to share with this. It's actually I feel really good in it. You know, I wasn't so certain about it at first, but now it feels good. I'm not one of the cut on this is not a ladies cut. It's like a unisex cut, so it's not like the most appealing for me, but it fits perfectly. So this is actually the large size, which it's like just barely big enough, and so the sizing I think runs really small in these shirts in case you get one of these. Yes, Debbie Gast. Yes, okay. So speaking of emails, I will tell you where I'm at. I am a little behind, but you guys know that week after week, I get caught up. But Debbie Gast, I did not ship your package that I have a whole pile for you, Debbie, as well. Your pile is over here. Some people, there were about, if I have to look on the counter, there's about 20. So you guys, I would have had over 100 shipments today if I wouldn't have held back these. But I knew Debbie Gast, you placed an order this week. You guys, the free shipping was crazy with orders and trying to keep up with who got what class and with kitting 3 classes and mailing out today. Thank you, Jeannie. So I held back 20 people's shipments while I spend tonight and tomorrow morning trying to figure out who needs to get another class added because they placed orders this week. So Debbie Gast, I just did add you. You are number 35 and you would also get in on the order for the drawing. So we're good. All right. So 5, 6, 7. So Laura, you're number 6 and then Debbie, you're 7. So I have plenty of kits left for this class, you guys, and I'm not out of any card kits for the month of October yet. So if you did get signed up or if you've reached out to me to get signed up, I have kits, so you don't have to worry about me running out of anything. But Debbie Gast, you're one on my list. I need to just regroup and get caught up from Monday. Okay, let me grab the book here. I think what I'm going to do is just take a few minutes and go through and show you what we're using and what we're working with today for the class. Let me take a drink of water because I am talking really fast. That felt good. Okay, so these are the 3 cards we're making today, you guys. All right, so we have Hey Chuck. That is a fun fold like this. We have Apple Blossoms like this. And then we have the Winter Owls, okay? So Winter Owls, that one comes from the mini catalog. You guys, in case you're not familiar with the owls, it's on page 26. It's right here. Okay, so for those that did the Autumn Creative Escape with me, this is a duplicate for you guys. This got piecemealed into this class. All right, so you've done it, but it's such a pretty card that it doesn't hurt to have another one, right? My deal with people on this, so this is the All About Autumn paper. This is the copper ribbon. Now, I think we all know we all know that this ribbon went out of stock like the first day that the catalog launched on Hi K-Wear, that it launched on September 6th. And so I was able to kit up a lot of the classes that I had for September with this ribbon. But by the time it came to this class, you guys, I didn't have any of the ribbon to spare because we needed to use as much as we could for the ink, paper, scissors. So Stampin' Up! Tells us to punt or like to improvise or to like think outside the box, right? So I thought to myself, well, if I don't have this exact ribbon to use, I still want to use Stampin' Up! Ribbon. I don't want to like not put the ribbon on the card. So you guys, I went upstairs to my green room is what I call it, the carpet's green, and I pulled out 2 different ribbons. One is cinnamon cider, which looks the same. It's like 1/4 inch. And so some of you got cinnamon cider, and I don't even have any of the other left. The other people got from, it was like an autumn suite from 3 years ago. It had a really little copper trim, and it's like just a little bit thinner. And so some of you got the copper trim from like a couple years ago, and some of you got the cinnamon cider that retired, I think, last year. So I had to improvise with the ribbon. So just know that if you're really wanting this ribbon for any reason, and when it comes back in October 23rd-ish, that's still about 2 weeks away, not quite 2 weeks, you could always hold out and get some of that ribbon and then use that instead. But I think that the ribbon I gave you will look perfectly fine. This also uses the distressed tile embossing folder and vanilla, crumb cake, and espresso. Laura said, I wanted to ask, did you ever get my check? A car ran into my new post office. You know what, Laura? I have not gotten your check. So I did get a bunch of mail the day after, I think it was Columbus Day on Monday. I had about 10 or 12 pieces of mail that came since Tuesday. And your check, I don't believe, was one of them. So cinnamon cider is perfect. Great. So, and then I did put in here, you guys, I did have enough of the speckled dots that I put those in your kit. Okay, so that's where this card comes from. All right, Apple Harvest. Apple Harvest, I don't know exactly what page it's on, but I can tell by going here, it's page 38. So we're still in the fall, you guys. So that's why I pulled in a fall card here using Apple Harvest, the distressed tile embossing folder, and then this is some of the All About Autumn paper, and I had strips of it left. So, of course, I'm going to design a card using strips. And you probably think you get a whole piece, and it's not. And you get just like a little bit. You get a 1/2 inch, and we'll show you how to put that on. I did my best to try to make sure I put a triple bow in, and Chris Dudoranki made all the bows, you guys. I did do my best to make sure I got people who asked for the bow. I tried to make sure it got in your kit. Donna Grushki, we even forgot to double check your kit. And so my mom sliced your package open and we made sure you had a triple bow in there, and then we taped it back up. So you guys, if you ever get like one of my packages from me and it looks like somebody went into it and ransacked it, that's probably me or my mom opening it back up to make sure something was right. So we tried to make sure we had enough triple bows in. If for some reason you guys ended up with ribbon in here and not the bow, it's probably because you didn't tell me that you wanted the triple bow. So that's that one. And then just real quick, I'm going to show you this one here. This one is Hey Chuck, and just to show you where he comes from, Hey Chuck is on page 49. So we're not into Christmas quite yet, but we're getting there. So this is where Hey Chuck comes in, and I have to just share this with you guys. So this is a fun fold, and I have to tell you where the idea came from. So Wendy Lee made this beautiful card that I got as a swap card. I loved the color combination a lot, like a lot. So I loved the pumpkin pie with the yellow, with the cherry cobbler. It got me, right? So that's why you can see that color combination here. But I breathed too fast there. Sandy Carlson made this fun fold, right? And I absolutely loved this fun fold, and I've been waiting to do this with you guys for a class sometime. And so what I did is I merged these 2 cards together to make this one. So in all honesty, like I cased 2 different cards and I kind of married different elements of both of them together to make my own unique card. So no Hey Chuck for you. So like when we talk about this, you guys, you might not want Hey Chuck. I think that's what Laura is trying to tell me, is she doesn't like Hey Chuck. Well, That's why I put it on a circle versus having it be die cut, because you can put anything you want. Oh, my little guy here, he's seen better days. My little weather vane here. You can put anything else you want here. It doesn't have to be a hay chuck. Just like when it comes to apple harvest, you guys, put anything else you want if you don't have apple harvest. So I think that this guy needs a dot of liquid glue to help support my little weather vane here. And be very careful when you put that down, not that it bleeds all over. Okay, I think I sent you a turtle card. You might have in the past, definitely possible. This one I know I got from Sandy Carlson in a swap. So just to show you guys where I get some inspiration from. So, all right, now that we know, that's why my package looked like that. Oh, yes. A little secret, you guys. If you ever get a package from me and it's sliced open and resealed with packaging tape, that's because either my mom or me needed to add something or check something, and it doesn't look pristine, and like it looks like somebody like got into it. And you know what I should do? I should write a post, like I should take a magic marker and put on here, I did this, or no worries, Chris or Christine opened it up, so that like you guys know that somebody else didn't do it. So I have Hey Chick, and that's what you're going to use, says Patty Wright. Good. Yay, Hey Chick would definitely work. Awesome. All right, so we've gone through all of where the stuff comes from, in case anybody's wondering that. Now let's work on putting a card together. You guys, we have 3 cards we're going to put together, and this is where I know Mary Carl says that I go really fast. So I'll try to go slow, you guys. I'll try to talk a little bit slower, just to keep it so that I'm not rushing through it. So the colors that we have here are crushed curry, and we have cherry cobbler. We have early espresso, pumpkin pie, and in your kit, you guys will have the little weather vane. I wanted to call it a wind vane, but it's a weather vane. You have 6 inches of linen thread. What you want to do with the linen thread is cut it in half. We're going to do it right away. You want to cut it in half. Okay, so it's 3 inches and 3 inches. Hold it together and make an overhand knot. Yes, you could have definitely done just one, but I think there's more meat to it if you do 2 at the same time and just this is called an overhand knot, right? So now you've got 2 little tails coming out of each side versus 1. And that little overhand knot is going to go right on the end over here. Okay, so we've got that ready to go. So you have a 1/4 sheet of paper here. It's just 5.5 by 4 1/4. It's crushed curry. I'm using Dove of Hope for your set tonight. Yay! See, I love it when you guys use what you have. If you don't love a stamp set that I use in one of my cards, like improvise, use something else. I love it when you do that. So this, you guys, this is called, I call it the hashtag embossing folder. It's from the 3D Basics, and it looks like you have a full 1/4 sheet mat, but really what we did is we gave you a 1 by 4 piece like this, and these get glued here and here. You do have a little sun. Oh, I bet are you going to use the sun, Jeannie, and have the dove kind of flying with the sun? That would be cool. So you have a sun that comes from the dies. So here's the die set. And so I use these 2 on this card, and all the rest of these are focal images that would cut out these focal stamps. And so this is the bundle that got used for this one. So those people that love the chickens, this is probably, if I had to guess, the 3rd or the 4th chicken set that they've come out with. They had birthday chick and they had hey chick, and now they have hey chuck, but I want to say there's one more as well. All right, this one is 11 inches long, and it's scored in a few different spots. So everybody who took the class with me, you guys, the PDF tutorial was emailed out Monday night pretty late, I think midnight-ish. All of the measurements are in there in case you guys want to recreate and make more of these cards. Definitely check the tutorial. That's one of the perks about taking an online class with me, you guys, is not only do you get the card kits, but you get a tutorial so that if you want to make more of the card, you definitely can. So these little, these are also cherry cobbler, and they're panels. I think they're like 3 3/4 by 1 3/4. That's what's going to go right on to the front flaps here, like that. Okay, so those go there. Then you have a little strip here, you guys. This is just a scrap from a mat. Like when you cut your mats at 4 inches and 4 inches, it leaves a 1/2 inch strip. That's what this is. So everybody has that for stamping their sentiment. And then you have 2 circles. One is in basic white and one is in cherry cobbler. They're die cut with the stylish shapes. So they have nice stitching around the edge. And you have 2 inside mats, one in cherry cobbler and one in white. They go for the inside of your card. And I have everything in here except for my white mat. So hang on. Birthday chick. Okay. Yes. Hey chick, birthday chick, and hey Chuck. This is, you guys, apparently I didn't cut myself a white mat, and it is 3 3/8. So let's just cut that really quick. I don't think I had it in my personal kit, 3 3/8. But we will make one really quick here. 3 3/8. Now, you guys, I didn't think of this at the time. My helpers helped me. So I had Tammy Sikolik helping with die cutting, and her mom Sandy. Karen Wetstein helped with the cutting of the designer paper and some punches, you guys. And Rhonda did all the embossing. And we had Anna did some die cutting. Karen Forward helped with die cutting, you guys. It was a labor of love by all my helpers. And when it was all said and done, Karen Wetstein pointed out something amazing to me. She said, if anybody wants to recreate this card and save on paper. Hi, Lisa Left Round Boy. If anybody wants to save on paper, you could die cut this circle out of this white mat, because ultimately this covers up the hole that you would have back there. I was not proactive in thinking about that when I gave this to my die cutters for die cutting. I just had everybody, my helpers, die cut the circles. Hi, Cindy Runtry from Southern Virginia. All right, so now that we have all of our pieces, I think what we'll do is just, I think we can glue some of this together. Just a couple pieces here. Okay, it's just, we're gonna get these mats glued down. And what you guys, for when I had my helper Rhonda emboss these, I had her actually embossing big pieces because these were 1 inch by 4 inch. And I had her actually a 4 by 5 piece so that it fit in the embossing mat. And then I cut them down as we were kitting up your cards is how I did that. Hi, Connie Moore from Ohio. All right, so we've got these 2 side panels. And what you want to make sure you do is you get the top and the left about the same distance around here. And then what you can do is flip this over, and you can do the top, the bottom, and now again the left. You want to make it look like it's going to be a full panel. So then this one goes on, I'm going to put it like this actually. I'm going to put that one on this panel right here. And then this one goes on this panel. So in case you guys didn't catch how this gets folded, it folds, it's like it's like this. So this is the back part that's going to get glued here, and when this shuts, it should line up. Now I had actually, you guys, Annette Rollin helped me do all the scoring. There's a lot of scoring going on. These should meet here in the middle. If for any reason they don't, and they're scored incorrectly by like 1/8 of an inch, you can always rescore it. So that's what I did on this one. We noticed this one was scored incorrectly. It was scored a little bit too far away, and then it overlapped slightly. So then I just ran it on my score machine here, and I just put it back that 1/4 inch, or the 1/8 of an inch, and now it folds perfectly. And I'm gonna put that side that has that score weird, I'm gonna put that on my left side, okay? Now that we have that done, hi Holly, we can put a little bit of liquid glue here. So this is an awesome fun fold, you guys. Thanks for the thumbs up, Laura. All right, so I wanna make sure that that score that was weird goes over here. Now this just gets set right down here. You wanna make sure it's centered left to right. And then we're gonna get it to go onto our card, something like that. Okay, so we've got that going on. Now this will open this way, and this one opens that way. Okay, all right. Then I'm gonna just measure this real quick. That looks like it'll fit. There's no reason why we can't glue this in here. Now, I do wanna call out, I noticed in class on Monday night, we had somebody that this card is a horizontal card, but the inside is actually vertical. This is like this. So I accidentally had somebody that stamped it horizontally because the card is horizontal, but just know this white piece here that goes on the inside is actually, it's vertical. So we want to do this. Hi, Melody Miller from Ohio. You made it. Yay. So we need to do a little bit of stamping on the inside, and we need to do a little stamping on the outside, and we need to do our sentiment. So we've got here, rise and shine. We have, it's your birthday. We have cock-a-doodle-doo. We have a rooster in his boxers that goes in the inside. And then we have, you've got something to crow about. Now, I didn't put that in mine, but a lot of people put, you've got something to crow about, and then they put, it's your birthday underneath it. So let's grab a little scratch piece of paper, and we'll stamp our, all of this is an espresso. So let's grab espresso, and we'll move that there. So our chicken, our cock-a-doodle-doo, he's gonna go down here. And I'm okay with his tail being partially off, because I'd rather have him tucked more in the corner. I'm gonna have his feet grounded on the bottom here. He just kind of rests there. It's okay that, like, I'm okay with part of his tail getting cut off. Now, I usually say to get your sentiment stamped first in case it's not straight, then you can go over. But you guys, I have that frog that is just not going away. Usually the frog is in the morning. All right, so this one, the cherry cobbler and the yellow is amazing together. All right, so we're gonna put here, you've got something to crow about here. Oh, it's straight, good. And then it's your birthday. We're gonna do it kind of off here, like maybe at an angle. Perfect. Okay, then we have to do rise and shine. Let's see if that's on the block good. Good enough. Put that right there. Oh, it's down a little low, so I'm gonna flip it over and move it up just a hair. Okay, that's good. And now we have our other cock-a-doodle-doo on our circle. Now, this goes down to, like, if you don't have the chicken set, you don't love the chicken set, or you don't like the chickens, what else can you use? You have a whole circle. You have a whole circle, a whole little circle to make something else, you know, to stamp whatever you want on. Try to figure out something that would be, so you use the sun, right? I'd love, you know, my die cutters, which did a lot of work to die cut all these little rinky-dinky pieces out for you guys. It would be awesome if you could utilize them on your cards so that they don't go in vain. All right, so we're gonna stamp off here, stamp off there, and we're done with this one. Oh, you guys, you get more colored pencil action with me. We had a lot of coloring with class on Monday, and you get more of it now. I'm gonna grab my silicone mat here, and let's see what we got for colors. We have, so you guys, with coloring, you can do whatever you want, really. I made sure to make his tongue red because, I don't know, it's red. And then his little hangy bobber thing here, the little gobbledygook, whatever you want to call that, is, I made it red too. And then his rooster top head here, I made that red. And then his tail, I made that flaming red here too. So we are definitely, if I had a couple people in class, we did this class twice yesterday, and I had a couple people that just didn't want to color with colored pencils, was perfectly fine, and they brought blends. And so if you have your Stampin' Blends, you could definitely use Stampin' Blends to color these as well. It doesn't have to be colored pencils, but we've been using a lot of colored pencils. So we're gonna have him with yellow legs, and then his beakaroo here, we're doing daffodil. If you've got like the crushed curry, it could also be crushed curry. So I went for a brown chicken. I don't know, there's something about brown chickens that are more appealing to me. I just like I think I do like the color brown a lot. So like an earth tone neutrally color. So I don't know, color your chicken however you want your chicken to be colored, or whatever it is that you're coloring. We're gonna make his little eyelid brown too. His little gangly neck here. And just to make him have a little bit of color, I put pumpkin pie in here. I don't know if I liked it or not, but you know what? It's my chicken. I can color him however I want. And then we've got this crazy chicken on the inside. I did pretty much the same thing. So his gobbledygook here comes down, or make that red. His mop top right here, I also made that red. And then he also has a flamin' red hot tail here. So that's what we've got for red. Waddle, is that his name is Waddle, or is that a waddle? The gobbledygook thing? I don't know. I should know this, what the gobbledygook thing is. All right, so we've got a brown chicken on the inside here as well. Up here, get this done. His eyelids will be brown too. I don't know what color a chicken's eyelids really are, but we're gonna do a little beak action here in yellow, his yellow legs too. Now, his boxer shorts. I think I'm gonna go for blue. So blue 42 here. Perfect. Now, this is where you will need to pull in your blender. Hi, Hildy. You're gonna need to pull in your blender pen. I like to start with the yellow, which is the lightest color. So I'm just gonna smooth these out really nice. So it looks like there's no lines going on. I gotta be very careful because I do have use espresso ink, which is water-based, so it could smear if I'm not careful. I think we'll do the blue next. So we're just gonna smooth these guys out. Okay, that's good. And then we're gonna go to the brown. Just smooth the brown, makes it look a little bit softer. And then we'll do the same thing on this one. Get his little eyelid going. Perfect. And then I'm just gonna blend that orange, his orange belly. And then we'll do the red. So let's smooth that out. It just looks so soft when you take this blender pen over it. It just makes those lines go away. It makes the white empty area go away. There's that. And then we have over here his mop top, his little tongue, and then do his tail. And then I think we've got all the coloring done. Perfect. So that's what we've got here. See, it just softens it out. All right. Move these off to the side. And then I think we can finish doing a little bit of assembly. So I did take my Rise and Shine and I just kind of bannered it. I like to do just two side cuts like this. If you like to actually banner the ends, you could do that. You could also do the reverse where you have it like that. Oops, here. You could do it like that. So, but I like it like that. We have one more thing to do with ink though. Let's do that really quick here. So you're gonna need this white piece, and this is the sheet that we use in class a lot. Everybody just kind of puts this sheet underneath their workspace. The gobbledygook. All right, so you don't have to worry about the middle section because it gets covered up. So we're really just worried about the edges. And the first thing when I did that, it made it really dark right there. And I'm gonna try to not have that happen. So I'm gonna try one more time. I'm not gonna push as hard as I put my blending brush on. So my Balmy Blue is crazy because it really hardly adds color. It takes, like, you really gotta work at it. It definitely does blend so nice, Kay. I definitely agree. So we're just adding blue ink on here. And I'll just go around and around until I get it the blue color I want. You can go lighter, you can go darker. Just know that you can't take ink away, but you can keep adding ink to it. So you guys, I have a wedding tomorrow. Not mine. Somebody else. My friend from high school, who actually, he was my builder, who I hired to help do my whole addition. He and Tyler worked on the addition, and they hit it off, and they enjoy each other's company, and he's getting married to a gal. So it's Mark, and then he's getting married to Kim, and so we have a wedding tomorrow. a Friday the 13th wedding tomorrow, you guys, up in Oshkosh. So we'll be heading up there around 3:30, I guess. The party starts at 5 o'clock. And so I got my dress all figured out. Tyler actually rented a vest from the Edith's bridal store here, or the place you go to get a bridal gown. They have like vests that they rent out. So Tyler went and rented a vest actually. And it's a masquerade kind of wedding where they want you to have like masks. So my best friend from high school she is the hookup. So she brought all these different masks for me to choose from, where like they go on your face. So definitely going to be cool. So I left the middle section, but I definitely went around the edges. So you guys, I will definitely, when I see you next for my live, well, I just thought of this now, you guys. Your inquiring minds probably are wondering, why have I not posted clue number 1 to Mystery Car Night? Because I did a lot of other things in the last 24 hours or since yesterday morning when I mentioned it. You guys, one of the things I did, I'm excited. I have 8 people, including myself, that we're going down to Houston, Texas for On Stage with Stampin' Up! For next year, and I booked our airfare. So it took me about an hour and a half to book the airfare for all 8 of us, finding the right flight and like just making sure our names are spelled right for for reserving it. And so it took me a lot longer than I thought it would. And so I didn't get around to doing the Mystery Night Clued 1 because of working on Stage for Houston, booking our flights. You guys, it's not cheap to go to Houston next March. It was like $575 and like, wow. So, but I got it done and that's all that matters. And so I feel like we still have a few more days. My goal is to get, when the goal doesn't work the first time, I always set another goal. So I know I have it on my radar to get clue 1 done. I started to work on the scavenger hunt too. So clue 1 is half done and the scavenger hunt is half done. So I'm getting there, you guys. Little by little, everything gets done, but I always have a just in time, like kind of mindset. I got it done just in time. And the flights, they kept going up in price from like the last time we checked to it was like, let's get these booked, let's get them done. So I have 7 other Bs that are flying with me down to On Stage in Houston, and then I have about 8 other Bs that are going to be meeting us down there separately. And then you guys, I'm putting this out there to my amazing community. You guys, I am looking at booking a block of rooms, about 25 rooms for each night. Down in Houston for On Stage. And I'm putting it out there to you guys. If you are in my community watching me, taking classes from me on my team, if you are going to On Stage, and let's say you're not on my team, the Be Happy Stampers, and you are going to Houston for On Stage, and you would like to be in my block of rooms, reach out to me. I haven't signed the contract yet, so if I don't have enough response for needing the rooms, I definitely will not book as many rooms as I possibly can. But I was looking to book about 25 rooms for each night, Wednesday night, Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night. If you only need Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, that's fine too. I'm looking at having rooms with the king bed. I'm having rooms with 2 queen beds, and I have a 2-bedroom, 2-king studio suite where you could fit up to 5 people in the 2 bedrooms, and it has a sleeper sofa. So you guys, what I did is I just put dimensionals to hold this. You want to make sure you do not put adhesive on this side right here. So Donna taught school in Houston for 29 years, and you're happy to be back home in Michigan. I bet it's like being back in the Midwest is an amazing feeling. You guys, I lived in Miami for 5 years, and I was happy to move home when I did. So I glued this flat. So putting it out there, if anybody is interested, if you're planning to go to On Stage in Houston, and you would like to be part of the group that I take care of from the hotel standpoint, email me at chrismbertram@msn.com. I have a few days to kind of finalize how many rooms I want to put in my contract to be responsible for. And I'm working, the hotel is about 8 miles or 9 miles away from, I didn't forget, hang on you guys. I'm about 9 miles away from the convention center. I need to make sure I get this guy down here. Let's put that right like this. So the wind, the weather vane, something like that, I think. I'm working on transportation to and from the hotel as well. So let's say that I do have 40 people in my block of rooms, or let's say it's even 50. I'm going to be renting a bus, you guys, to get us to and from the hotel to the convention center for Friday and for Saturday. So you guys, I'm just going to dimensionalize this. We're going to put that right here in the center of our sky. And I did forget one thing with my colored pencils. I have a brown colored pencil here. And what I'm going to do is just make a little dirt here. So to make it look like he's grounded. And Laura said, I told my daughter about this already and you're looking forward to it. Yay, Laura, I've got you in the block of rooms. You're one of my 8. I have 8 or 9 or 10 that are going to be flying or getting down there separately and have you in the block room. So you guys, I just put a little bit of, I made him look like he's grounded, right? So that he's not floating in the circle. Okay, how are we going to do the sun? What I want to do is it's going to go right about here, but I need to pop it up on this side, but not this side. Mary Lemke says, is on stage for Silver Elite. No. Okay, there's a couple different things that Stampin' Up! Does. They have backstage, Mary. Backstage is for Silver Elite and above. Backstage is what Diane Bogenhagen and I went to back in August. So I'm just going to put one dimensional right here on the corner. Backstage is what we went to in August. It was in Las Vegas. Next year, Backstage is a virtual event, but I'm planning an event with some fellow Stampin' Silver Elites and my team. And for my team of silver, if I have more than one, Diane right now, but I'm planning an event for us to get away during that time next year. So that's Backstage. Then you guys, this is going to go something like right about here. I'm going to cover up the blue, and that's going to go right here, like that. So because this is popped up here, what we're going to do is just put a little strip of dimensional there. On stage now is open to every Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. If you are a demonstrator, regardless if you do classes or not, you guys, 90% of people with Stampin' Up! Are hobby demonstrators or discount shoppers, right? But they love the community. They love to get together. They love the camaraderie. They love being together. And there's nothing better than being at a convention with all these crazy stampers together in one place. And so on stage is open to every demonstrator, discount shopper, hobbyist, however you want to call yourself. If you're signed up and you get a discount with Stampin' Up!, you can go to Onstage, and that's in Houston. It has been a while since we've had an in-person conference that's going to be that big. You guys, I'm just taking a little glue dot and putting that right in the nook here of the sun and my label, and then I'm going to take the knot that I made, this overhand knot, and we're going to be putting that in here. So if you're with Stampin' Up! And you want to go to Onstage in March, it's March 14th is when they have optional add-on class that you can do that evening. I don't think I'm planning to do that, and I don't think I have to go get a ribbon scissors, you guys. They're all on the table over here. Hang on. Going to the optional add-on class is not on my radar, but I think what I might do is plan a shoebox swap or plan something for everybody who's in the hotel with me to get together and be together on Thursday night. And then we'd have Friday at the convention center and Saturday at the convention center. And then our group flies back Sunday morning. You guys, it's St. Patty's Day on that Sunday, March 17th. And my mom and dad always have a St. Patty's Day party every year on St. Patrick's Day, and I am not about to miss it. So we get back into Milwaukee around noon. So you guys, I'm just fraying my little knot here. All right, so we're not done yet. Oh, Disney, you want to go to Disney? Yes, Disney. So okay, so Mary, you were asking about different, so there's backstage for Silver Elite and above. On stage is for everybody. There's an on stage virtual that's going on right now. So if you sign up to be with Stampin' Up, a demonstrator this month, and take advantage of their special, you also get registration to their virtual onstage, which is November 11th. So yeah, so you could attend the virtual event. I'm doing a watch party here in the Hive for all of my bees that are local, and then we'll zoom in people that aren't local if they want to zoom in with us. And I'm just putting a couple embellishments here on the side where the red is. You could also put them like up here and here if you want to see them a little bit more. And then that leaves the incentive trip. So Stampin' Up! Also does host, I want to make sure that this isn't red. Okay. They do an incentive trip for those demonstrators who earn the incentive trip. And then next year it's in Mexico. And then the following year it's at Disney in Florida. I'm just putting a little bit of Stella on here. I don't want to risk hitting the blue though, because that might make it look schmeary. Yeah, I would start looking better. Yeah, Laura, you better start looking at flights. We looked and looked and looked, and they for us leaving out of Appleton, Milwaukee, Green Bay area, they were ranging between $575 all the way up to $900. So if you can fly in on Wednesday, it was definitely a lot cheaper than flying in on Thursday. So that's why we opted to leave on Wednesday instead of Thursday. So there you guys go. There's our Hey Chuck card. Came together pretty nice. I have a happy mail here, you guys, I got to show you. Elaine Rebeck from Fond du Lac, Wisconsin sent me a Halloween card. Super cool. She's got a little googly ghost with bat wings on it, and so little trick or treat. So thank you for your Halloween card, Elaine. I love it. All right, so we got that first card under our belt, you guys. And we are going to do the Apple Harvest next. All right, so Apple Harvest. Let's pull the kit out so you guys can see all your bits and parts in here. All right, I have a thread here. This is linen thread. You guys, I do love linen thread a lot. There's 12 inches. So if you guys reached out to me and told me you wanted your bow made because you have the Apple Harvest and you plan to use it, I tried my best to remember to make sure I put a triple bow in here. So if I didn't and you have the linen thread, you can make your own bow. If you have the bow maker, it's always great to have it. If you need a bow maker, the guy I used to babysit for his kids, he makes these for me. He's out in Johnsburg, and I have bow makers that I sell you guys. They're just $8, and we could always add it in with a class package or like a package that has class cards. So I think I left my tail here just a little bit. I got to get a little bit more over that way. Yay, I'm glad you guys like the chicken card. Laura, you would fly out of Detroit. Yes, that makes the most sense because you're near Swanton. That is definitely, or you're just south of Detroit. There you go. All right, so perfect. So I made my little bow. You guys, I did a YouTube video, or I did a tip Tuesday on how to make bows. In case you're wondering, using a bow maker. If you just search Cards by Christine Bow Maker, you'll find that video. It was like maybe 2.5 or 3 years ago now already. So there's that. In your kit, you'll have another circle from the Stylish Shapes. So this is a smaller one. We're going to stamp hello on there. Here are your little strips. It makes it look like it's a full piece, but honestly, if you guys want to be very conservative with your paper, that's exactly what we did here. It's just a 1/2 inch by 2 inch strip. You have 2 of them. For some reason, I've already stamped my Apple Harvest on here. That Apple Harvest, you guys, is the set that looks like this. They had some add-on dies that you could get back during a promotion that they did. They are not in my bucket here, but you could I don't know if they're still in the clearance rack. They were around for a little while, but they had dies that went with those. This is another one where we're using espresso, and we need that stamp. And so for the apples here, I looked for the branch that's coming up, and yes, it's not hitting the top of the paper. It is kind of growing out of nowhere. If you want to change that, you could take your pencil and your espresso marker and draw it up, but I kind of have this at an angle like that. So that was just stamped in espresso on there. So sorry I did that already. Hi, Mary Schreiber. You're late to the party, but you're here. Yay. You can always catch the other part of everything beforehand by just going back to the replay. It's exactly what you can do. I'm going to grab my espresso marker, you guys, because I'll show you what you can do. I liked the size of the white paper the way it was, so I didn't want to stamp the stamp up higher. So what you could do after you stamp it, if you want it to be growing out of the top of the paper to look like it's growing out of something versus like free air type thing, you could take your marker and just draw it up like that. And then it makes it look like it's drawn off it's coming from the top, right? That it's growing from somewhere. So you have this white piece, which mats on to the early espresso. And then this is already embossed for you in your kit. It's the Cherry Cobbler Distress Tile. So that's perfect. You have a white inside. We'll stamp that in a moment. And then your espresso base. So make sure you guys go ahead and burnish that. So, long story short about the Houston trip, you guys. If anybody is looking to go and you want the easy button and you want it to get in, get to the, figure out how to get to the hotel, send me an email or call me, text me, message me. Let me know that you would like to get in on my block of rooms, and that will help me. I have about a week before I need to get the contract signed, and I want to have a good number in my head of how many rooms do I really need versus how many am I gambling on and going to have to try to fill over the course of a period of time. So with the hotel, I will figure out the transportation for you to and from the convention center. You'll also get pillow gifts, like cute little pillow gifts from me. I feel like there was one other thing that, there's breakfast included at the hotel. So that's part of it. So you guys, we're going to need some colored pencils. We're going to need brown, old olive, so espresso, old olive, and cherry cobbler. And I love putting the silicone mat underneath while I color. It helps it for the colored pencils to be very smooth while you're coloring. Perfect. I have some people too where they have family down there, so they can visit their family ahead of time. So I think that's it for brown. You guys, I have a hard time seeing everything, so I always double check to make sure I'm not missing anything. Whew, you guys, we have lots of coloring here. So where there's veins, I like to do them a little bit darker. Okay, and then I go lighter everywhere else. All right, so the other thing I got to talk to you guys too about is what's coming up in the near future. We already talked about the classes that are coming up with Mary Bold and Bright. We have Mystery Night on Monday night, you guys. And then we have Ink, Paper, Scissors. And then that gets us to the end of October, actually. And we have actually have Halloween Bingo next week. Full. I have 16 people already signed up, so it's pretty full already. But then we're rocking into November. Which hotel? It's a Homewood Suites by, I just had it pulled up on my phone. It's a, I'll just pull it up really quick here. It's in my search history. It's a Homewood Suites by Hilton, Sage Road, near the Galleria. So it's a Homewood Suites by Hilton, Houston, near the Galleria. The address is something. The address is, I had it, it's 48 something. Just if you Google Homewood Suites by Hilton, Houston, near the Galleria. It's the one near the Galleria. That's the hotel that we're going to be at. And again, it's about 8.5 miles from the convention center. But again, I'm working on getting a bus to pick us up Friday morning and picking us up to take us back to the hotel Friday afternoon, whenever it's done. We haven't gotten times yet, so I can't tell you all those times, but and then it would do the same thing on Saturday. So if you need to deviate and be there later or do something, you'll have to figure out your own transportation, but I'm building that into like, it's gonna be like one price, and that's gonna include everything that you need. All right, so we've got more leaves. So on the radar, you guys, November will be here in no time. And in November, that first week, we have a Berry Christmas Memories and More class. And you can already get signed up for it. I've got it mapped out, you guys. I have it laying on the table over there. I was trying to put together the cards, and they did it. I shouldn't say stupid, because it's not stupid. But what they did with the cards is they did the same thing for the last Christmas Memories and More, where it's not one of each. Normally they normally give you two of each card, two big ones and two small ones. And it makes it, like that you get more to design with. What they did with this one is they give you 3 of each. No, they gave you 6. They gave you 6 of each one, right? So it's harder to be giving you variety. It's harder to give you variety in different cards, right? So I'm at this point where I'm like, do I just give you doubles of some of the cards, right? Some of the layouts. I really want the patterns to be there. I wanted more patterns of the card pack, and there just isn't. They gave us 6 of each one. So I always divide it in half, but now it's to the point where I'm like, well, you might have 2 cards that look identical. And so that's just where I'm kind of toying around that in my head. So I'm going to be designing those tomorrow. My goal is to get Memories and More designed tomorrow. And then there's going to be a Christmas Stamp-a-Stack in that first part of November as well. I think it's November 10th for you guys online. It's a Friday at 1. Again, if you can't watch it live at 1 because you're working or you got stuff going on, you guys can always catch the replay and put your cards together later. So the Christmas Stamp-a-Stack is going to feature the Joyful Christmas or Joy of Christmas designer paper. And you'll get some red and green ribbon festive pearls. It'll be most likely 4 cards and 4 of each card to make 16 cards for your Stamp-a-Stack. So that's coming up. If you go to my calendar of events for November 10th, you can already see the details on it, but the cards aren't designed. So I think the goal is to get those designed on Monday. So I'll be showing those probably a Monday night during Mystery Night. Like, that's the goal. And then we'll be working on getting the November monthly design next week. The sweet class is Joy of Christmas. That'll get designed next week. And we have ink, paper, scissors is on the docket for Thursday to get that designed. And then Let's Just Stamp is featuring, I think, the Winter Magic or Winter Meadow. You guys were working on getting that designed next week. So coming out of next week, we should have a lot of November designs. So in case people are like, I don't know what you have designed next week or in November, just hang tight for just another week. We're going to be getting November designed here in the next week. And then my goal after that, you guys, is to start getting December designed. December is always crazy with shipping. The post office gets so backed up, about 3 weeks they can get backed up, that if I mail something, that it can take up to 2 to 3 weeks to get to you. So my goal, what I do every December for all of the December classes, you guys, is I pretty much have them all kitted up and they mail out all together. So if you get December classes for me, just know that my goal is I mail everything all together, and I always mail it like the week after Thanksgiving, so that it's all just done and in one package and you guys just get it all. So all of December is mailed at once. So that really saves for you guys. It saves on shipping, which is awesome. So my goal is to get a lot of December designed so that December and November are all designed by the end of October, basically. So it's awesome. So designing is definitely on the radar for the next 2 weeks. You guys, I'm just coloring these. Like, isn't it pretty, you guys? I should zoom in so you can see it, like this magical process of blending. This blending brush, it just smooths out those lines. So lots of good things coming your way. We did put a translucent floral Stamp-a-Stack on the calendar in our calendar books. It's going to be the end of November. So those that are interested, I feel like I have already 7 people signed up for that. That's on our radar to make those cards next week as well. And then we're adding on one more Stamp-a-Stack. That's that garden, meandering garden, or that garden, that new online exclusive. So that one's coming too, you guys. You're probably thinking to yourself, that girl is crazy. All right, so watch for the red. The red is going to be the super cool. Like, even just that made it so cool. So let's just keep going here. Look at that. Isn't that so awesome? If you didn't like colored pencils, and you've watched my last few classes with colored pencils, hopefully I've converted you to like colored pencils. All right, so there's another apple. Doesn't it look good enough to eat? All right, watch this last one. So you can see the after and the before, how cool that is. All right, look at that. You just blend that together. And it looks so like a red, delicious apple. Very good. All right, I think we can officially say the coloring is done here. And you wipe out your blender pen. And now we have a little assembly action to do. Oh, we're not done. Oh man, we're not done. Hang on. Oh man, we're not done. We're gonna do our inside here. And I have this definitely coming out the top here. Something like you might keep your flower on if you can. So I had to say in class, the last two classes I had to talk about this stamp, you guys. Oh man, it's really close. I said, why would they put a sliced apple hanging from a branch? It's not technically hanging from the branch either. There's nothing that's attaching it here. Like, but why would they like slice the apple and put it so that like a half sliced, a half open apple is hanging from the branch? Somebody said, oh, it's just art. Like, that's just how it is. It's art. I'm like, okay. So that's why. I'm like, okay. All right. Hello, you called? Is it me you're looking for? You guys, if you're wondering where the hello comes from, there's a stamp set right there. It's hello, hello, hello. Wonderful thoughts. That's where that one comes from. We're just going to stamp that right there. Okay, perfect. Then we have the hashtags. I call them hashtags. Anything that looks like this kind of stuff to me is like hashtags. So that's what I always refer to as hashtags. And that actually comes from this Apple Harvest set right here on the side here. And you're going to want to stamp it in second strength versus first strength. First strength is fine, but I personally like stamping off. So we're going to stamp off and then flip this way. So the other cool thing that I do, if you book with me, with my hotel that I'm planning to do, I love to do pillow gifts and I love to personalize things. So when we went to Indianapolis, and anybody that was in my block of rooms or went down on the bus with me, where Tyler works, they let me come in and work with a gal, and we bought Stampin' Up! Blocks. Like, we bought a C block for everybody. It actually was this. And it's got my name on it. It's right here. This is what we did. I helped engrave everybody's name onto a block. So like I practiced with mine. So we etched a name, and then we gave everybody a stamp that looked like this that says, sending sunshine, love, and big hugs. I had Kelly help me make them because that's what I love to say. And so people stamp that on their envelopes. It's super cool. So I love to do personalized little things like that for people. I think I'm going to do this one like that. You guys, it's just adding a little character to the edge here. And I think we're going to leave it like that. Yes, we're going to leave it like that. I'm good. As good as good. All right. So we've got our stamping done now. Now the question comes to you guys is coloring this. There's not a lot to color on this one, I'll be honest with you. I like to do the flower here. It's cherry cobbler, but just go super light with it. If you go super light with it, it actually looks like it's pink. All right, so we're gonna do really super light to make our blossoms look pink. And our apple here, because they just cut our apple in half and only gave us half of it, you don't have to really color the inside, I think. We'll leave it white. And so we're gonna do this over here. So a little bit more coloring action. Might as well do it, right? Then it's done. What's done is done. And then we're gonna do the leaves here in Old Olive. Old Olive and cherry cobbler are a fabulous combination, you guys. So we got those there. Oh, I forgot a little part of apple down here. All right, so let's go back, get our red. Do that little nook in there. And then we also have a little bit of brown to do. It is our branch. Okay. All right, Mary Carls, am I doing slow enough so that so that you can keep up with the coloring? I bet you stamped your stuff ahead though, so you're probably good to go. All right, we're just gonna do a little bit for the flower here. All right, and then the apple here. A little bit there. Up here and make that softer. Awesome. Wow, you guys, there's no questions. Usually you have questions that come through. I haven't seen a question since Randy asked about which hotel. Okay, so we got the red. Oh, I want to do a little bit more down there. All right, then we got the red done. What we'll do is do a little bit with the green. Get that one good to go. And then we got a little bit with the brown. You know, the other thing too is the cats are roaming around somewhere. And it's really weird because normally they would be jumping in here by now. All right, I think now we've got all of the coloring. So let's bring that back out. We'll need to rewatch. Hi, Judy Sharp. We haven't even done the owl card yet. Judy, I was saving it for last for you. All right, so let's glue and glue. So let's get these two pieces glued in here. And this right here. So this one goes right onto this mat here. And then this will just go right onto the inside of our card. Right there. Now we're going to pop this up with dimensionals. And because we're working with espresso, I think I'm going to use the black dimensionals. And I am going to put two of them back to back there. And I'm going to put two of them back to back there. And you'll see why here. I'm going to pick those off. And I'm going to line up. It's really hard to see it, so I think what I'll do is pull this in. And I want to see about a good 1/4 inch, and I'm trying to make sure that I center it. And when I set that down, it's going to get picked up because I put dimensionals there. And then I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Kind of center it. You could get the ruler out if you really wanted to. But I'm just going to hover over here and make sure it's kind of like where I want it. And it looks good to me. Like you could always finagle it if you want and pull one of these up or down, just like that. But now what you can do is put a little liquid glue there and there, and then you could pick these off. I was supposed to cut out my granddaughter's Halloween costume tonight. Oops, better get on that. Laura, you don't have many hours left in the day. All right, now this, make sure you get this right. This just gets put right onto our card front. And what it kind of is like, it's about the same distance around this side and this right here where the DSP is. All right. Mary said she stamped and colored this afternoon, so she didn't fall behind. Wonderful. All right, I like it. So we're gonna put a couple dimensionals behind our little label here. And that's gonna get nestled down into the corner here. Maybe something like that. And then our little bow can go at the top here. So grab a little glue dot. That's going to be kind of tied on the branch up there. Just set your bow right into it. You can trim your tails. Linen thread, cherry cobbler, wood DSP, wood grain DSP, distress towel folder. So pretty. All right, so that's what we've got so far. Then with this card, oh, no, you guys, for anybody who got these kits for me, I inadvertently put the embellishments in backwards into your kits. They were so similar to me. Just so you know, and they look good either way, but these are called rustic metallic dots. And I put your rustic metallic dots in the apple harvest kit. And I accidentally put the brushed metallic dots in your chicken card. If you flip-flop them and put them on the opposite, it's fine. It's all going to look good. But just know that I accidentally did that. Like, I put the wrong brown ones into the wrong kit. So they're not wrong. It's just in the opposite kit. So I'm going to try to use up, you guys, there's scraps in here. You know what? I'm going to try to grab these. So when we get, they get stuck, but there's still goo on them. So I'm going to put 2 right down there. And I'm going to try to get this guy out of the package. Just because when they're hanging out on the package doesn't mean they're not usable. So we're going to put that guy, as long as they have their goo. If they don't have their goo, I could still put a little drop of glue and use them. But it makes me happy to use up those little scrapperonis. All right, so 3 of them. You guys probably got too big and a small or too small and a big, but I just wanted to use up these small ones. And so what could you Stella on here? Could definitely Stella your wood grain, DSP. You could also, if you wanted, you could Stella over the embossed distress tile here. Just to get a little bit of bedazzles. We say Stella is a girl's best friend. There. You guys like the cherry cobbler. Good. Yeah, so you guys, we had 2 cards that use cherry cobbler, but 2 completely different like looking cards. One with espresso and one with the pumpkin and crushed curry. I think we got it. Looking good. All right, we got it done. You guys like it? Very pretty. Yay, I'm so happy you guys like it. All right. Perfect. So let's put this over here. We'll put this one over here. And we will rock and roll to our last one. So this is for Judy Sharp. She loves the owls. So our winter owls here. And again, you guys, just a reminder that the ribbon is not going to be the copper ribbon in your card kit. We didn't have enough of it. It's either going to be, I found this, you guys. It's either going to be this, which is kind of coppery. It was from a suite from like 3 years ago that had, it was a little leaf punch pack. It had 3 little baby leaves, whatever the name. It was something autumn. And that was a, it had this ribbon mixed with like a mint ribbon maybe. It was a combo pack. So you either got this ribbon in your kit or you got the cinnamon cider ribbon. Either one is going to look very nice. Another card that's using the distressed tile embossing folder is so cool. And you'll have a little strip here for a sentiment. You'll have a 2 3/8 inch circle that's punched out of vellum. You'll have your owl, and you might have to do a little pokey action because if you look at mine, he's all there. And then on that one, you can see it's all holes. So if you do need to do a little pokey, I do it over a piece of paper so that you can easily just put that in the garbage. And if anything needs a little help, like if your tail feathers need a little help, you can always just use your paper snips. My die cutters do their best trying to make sure everything gets out or like cut through. They don't do the pokey though. And they turn themselves around. No, I'm just kidding. That's the hokey pokey. But that's your little owl. So that's for him. In here, you guys, your brown mat, do not think this is garbage. We are very conscientious of our paper. So your stump tree got cut out of your mat, actually. So that is for that. And then this is your actual mat. And your Misty Moonlight embossed piece will go over the top of it, and no one will be the wiser that there's a hole under there. And then I have the cinnamon cider for me that I'm going to use. You have 8 inches. And we do need to cut this. You're going to need to cut it so that you have just enough to flip the tails over. So we have here something like that, which I'm guessing it's 5 inches, and then save yourself about 3 inches. So you do want to cut that, not in half. I had somebody ask me the other night, cut in half. No. You need about 5 inches there and then 3 inches left. The 3 inches, what you're going to do is make an overhand knot, just like we did on that first card. So have that waiting in the wings and ready. So we have an overhand knot. We have 5 inches here. You have a vanilla inside, and crumb cake is the base. All About the Base, and a 1x4 of the All About Autumn paper that has the books on the back. Okay, so let's get assembly. There's not a lot of stamping. There's 3 things that get stamped on here. So we're going to do a little assembly first to get some pieces put together. I would definitely not put liquid glue all over this, because if you set it down, you're gonna end up with glue in the middle here. So when there's a hole in the middle of a mat, I highly recommend you guys glue the top of the mat, right? Versus gluing the back side of the mat. So something like that is much better, because now you're not gonna risk putting any glue in the hole, like that. So just center that on here, like that. The Designer Series paper will go next. So a little bit of glue for here. And then that goes flush along the bottom edge. Hopefully it's kind of matched. Now, for any reason, if you have extra overhang of the DSP, just trim it off. If for some reason you see brown, just trim off a little of the brown. But hopefully that kind of lines up good. And then you're gonna need, wow, you guys. Is this the first time I pulled out tear and tape the entire night? I feel like there's some classes where I'm using tear and tape, like, and a lot of it. But tonight I feel like that might be the first time I pulled out the tear and tape. Because we actually have ribbon that we need to make our tear and tape sandwich. All right, so you have your 5 inches here, and that kind of helps to cover the seam and create like a transition between the Misty Moonlight and our designer paper. And then I've got these waiting in the wings over here to help us make our little sandwich. So let's peel those off. And then we'll have a little liquid glue over the rest of this. And that just goes onto the card front, right on here. So I was trying to make this look like a nice winter owl on a snowy day. So like this represents snow at the bottom, okay? And then we'll have our circle. I'm just gonna set that here. Everybody in class asked me, how do you glue the circle down? I'll be honest with you, I really didn't even glue the circle down. I just set it here. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna use black dimensionals here on our tree stump. Just like that. And then I'm gonna grab some of these small ones. We're gonna put, whoa, that was 2. We'll put 1 here, 1 there, maybe 1 there, and right there. That's where it's so nice to have the small ones, right? To have both sizes, because then you can fill in those small areas. All right, then I love anything owl. I was raised, I raised 3 baby screech owls as a teen, and my mom made me move them outside when they learned to fly. They've been pooping down her curtains. Oh, good story there, Penny. I love it. All right, so then this is, so I've got dimensionals here that are gonna help hold our moon down. And so this is gonna come out like this. Like that. Okay, something about like Mary. No, just something like this. I'm trying to make it like my tree is going this way, and then the top is what actually curves. So I'm trying to like make it like that. So that is starting to hold our moon down, right? Now this little doohickey is the center of the tree. I'm just gonna glue that flat. So using a little bit of liquid glue, that goes right in here. Make sure that it covers up the vellum. That kind of sits right there. I have that flat though, right, to create some depth, like he's coming out of the hole. All right, now the owl, I definitely want to move back here to the white dimensionals, and I don't have many here, so we're going to have to cut some. So grab that glue scissors and let's cut some smaller pieces. So we got to get our wingtip. Now the tail is going to be glue, a little liquid glue. So he's flying out of his home, and the glue is going to go right on the, right there to glue his tail feathers down. And then find where you want to see him flying in front of his moon, like that. Okay. That's there. Now, the moon is now I know where to put adhesive. You guys, if you put adhesive under the moon, you'll see it. You always see adhesive under a moon, or under vellum, I should say. But now I know where to put it. So I can, at this moment, I like to grab my pick tool, and we're gonna grab the glue dots, and we're gonna pick off a glue dot, Penny Powell for you, throwing that away right away. Now I'm gonna pick the moon up, and I'm gonna put the glue dot right underneath where his wings are. So grab another glue dot here, and we're gonna pick this up. We're just gonna kind of wedge that under there. And now, you guys, the moon, that's secure enough for me. I'm good. And having it not adhered here actually looks cool because it looks like it's not flat on the paper. All right, so then we have this little knot. We can put this down. That's gonna get a little glue dot, one more glue dot, you guys. Oh man, at the end of my glue dots. Let's see if we can use that. Put that right there. Kind of wedge your knot right now. You very well could have taken this. You have two options. You saw what I did. I put a glue dot. That works. Here's the other option. If you don't make your overhand knot and put it on with a glue dot, you could also put this underneath here and tie it on like that. And that glue dot actually is going to help hold it even more. So this gets glued on like that, or tied on like that. So it makes it look like you're actually, but now what happens though is it's left a little gap right there. And depending on how you fold that, it will just cover up. So that's an option. So that makes it look like you've actually like wrapped it all the way around and tied a knot. So your call on what you like best. So I personally, if you don't like it, like there, that's perfect. Okay, I loosened up my knot a little bit and now it's good for me. So then you can grab your ribbon scissors, trim that, and trim that. See, that's perfect. I like it. It's so cute. It's a little, it looks like the perfect little knot on the side there. It's me being picky, you guys. So we're gonna say goodbye to our mini glue dots. We finished up a roll, fabulous. And we have a few more things now. We need to do stamping. Let's do stamping. That's what we're here for, right? Stamping. So just know when we design cards, we do like to design cards so that you don't necessarily have to have the stamp set. That's what makes me having my amazing helpers amazing, is because they don't mind die cutting as long as I don't expect it back right away. They don't mind doing, it's like very die cutting intensive on this card right here. And punching. I'm gonna take a chance on me and stamp that right there. Oh yeah, that's as straight can be for me. So you could always flip it over and stamp the other side if you didn't like the way you stamp it. That's done. And then now we can do our owl. I'm an owl fan too, Penny Powell. If you come to the hive, you will find owls in the hive. I'm gonna put, I don't mind losing his tail feathers, so he's more nestled in the corner. Now, I generally put things in the bottom right corner for focal things, but this time the owl, if I put the owl like this, he's like looking off the page. I want him to be looking onto the page. So that's why I stamped him on the left-hand side versus the right. And then we need another stamp. It's right here, I think. It says Warm Wishes. All right, Melanie says, very nice. I'm glad I bought this set now. I can make cards all winter. Yeah, exactly. All right, so we're gonna go for it. See if that works. Yes, very nice. Very nice. I'm good with that. All right, final assembly action. Inside, a little bit of glue on the back. of this mat. And that can go onto the inside. Like that. It's a good deal. I got a little ink right there. Just use, if you get ink on, just use your ink eraser. And sometimes it comes right off. You gotta be careful. You don't want to burn a hole in your paper from the ink eraser. That's in the paper itself. That wasn't ink. I'm seeing that now. All right, now this. Hi, honey. Honey. You look so sleepy, girlfriend. All right, we're going to put a dimensional right here because I know that's where one of them needs to go. And we're gonna put a dimensional underneath where the W is because I know that's where one needs to go. And then the part that hangs over here definitely does not need a dimensional. It's gonna need liquid glue. So we're just gonna put a little liquid glue right there. And then our little tag. Now, if you use a different sentiment and you need to trim this shorter, you can definitely trim off the edges. I'm gonna only cover up a little bit of the ribbon so you can still see it from the bottom. And we're gonna set that right about here. Perfect. Hi, Squeaker. You wanna come up and say hi to everybody? Come here. Yep. Oh, little girl. All right, you guys. So, Honey came to say hi. Here she is. It's a little Honey. Honey, you wanna look at the camera? That way. She's the small one yet. She's very, very small. She's very petite and little. All right. Yeah. Now what are you gonna do? Oh yeah. We're gonna have to go though, girlfriend. We're almost done. And then I'll give you lots of love. All right. So, gems. You guys got the speckled dots. Now, I'll be honest with you. I don't have any of my speckled dots. I've used up all of mine, and I don't want to open up another pack because I'm saving them for my ink paper scissors that will be mailing out my extra people that sign up for ink paper scissors. They're going out with them, so I don't have more. But you guys definitely got either too big and a small or too small and a big. But I know these brown ones will look fabulous with it. Thanks, Judy. Really late. You'll go back and catch the replay. No problem. You guys, these came as a mishmash. They were all mushed together, and we are working our way through these. And I think that these will look perfectly fine on my card. No problem. So let's just get one there, because the bronze looks really nice with this one too. And one there. And then I think I'll use another small one since I have so many small ones, like right there. Vicky says, hi, honey. All right. Hi, Kathy Jackson from Iola, Wisconsin. Welcome back to the bees, Kathy. Yay. All right. So we've got this. And I have a random strip here of these. Let's put these back in here as well. Okay. Using up those. So Stella action. What else could we Stella on here? Could definitely Stella the owl. You can do the moon. Just know that if you Stella on the moon, that moisture or wetness from the Stella pen might make your vellum warp because it's going to dry and maybe curl a little bit. So if you're going to Stella your owl, make sure you don't have any other color in your Stella pen. Otherwise, you might get that color on your owl because it's vanilla. You could also Stella your stump here, your tree. You could Stella over the tops of your embossed area here. All right, there we go. She is feeling better, yes. I think they're all doing a little bit better, but they all take their turns. You know what? I think I figured it out. We have hibiscus plants, and they are outside at the moment, but we are at that point in life where we're getting freezing temperatures overnight sometimes. And it's very possible that as the hibiscus leaves are falling off, that as we open up the garage doors, hibiscus leaves, the dried hibiscus leaves are coming in, and they might be eating the hibiscus leaves. So that's why I think Tigger is puking, because The only other times that Tigger's ever puked is when we found he puked up and there was a hibiscus leaf in his puke. So all summer long, the 2 hibiscus plants have been outside, and now we've been pulling them in at night, and the leaves are falling off. So that is why I think Tigger got sick yesterday. But yeah. Oh, Kathy, you forgot more Stella. And Stella, I think I saw it's on low inventory. So, yeah. Add it to the wish list so you don't forget next time. All right, you guys, I'm going to drop that back down. Show you our 3 cards so you can tell me which one you like the best. 3 very different cards, you guys. I'm a fan of the owls. Definitely love that. But there's something about the apples that's so pretty. And there's got to be somebody that could appreciate a chicken card, right? And again, if you don't have the chicken set, you could use this different ways. I know that Jeannie Parker said she's using the dove set. So very cool. Awesome. Well, tell me what you guys are liking. And I'm going to clean up some stamps here, and then we're going to do a drawing. And we'll figure out who the door prize winner is. Reminder, you guys, clue number 1 for Mystery Card Night will be published here by the morning. It has to be. And because it's Friday, and you guys need the weekend to get your pieces ready. I think I mentioned this in the past. This card that we're gonna do for Mystery Card Night, I already have it pegged out. It's very similar to last month's mystery card, except for there's gonna be an extra piece to convert it into a gift card holder. So it's gonna be very similar to last month. It's like we took last month's and we're building on it, right? Linda Hunt likes the apple. Randy says she likes them all, but the favorite is the apples. Good. Mary says all 3 are good. Laura says the apple. Oh, right. Good. I can tell you that it is a big variety of different genre. Like the cards are very versatile. We can look. I'll tell you what we're doing for next month's monthly card class. Give me a second. I've got 2 more stamps here. I'm just going to clean these real quick. I was trying to clean them. Hi, Ileana. The chicken card makes me smile. Oh, Paula Rice, thank you so much. So Paula, be on the lookout. You're going to be the first person I message when the mystery clue 1 is ready to go, so you can tell me if I have anything incorrect. I try to look to make sure my talls and wides are correct. We're going to tell you guys really quick here. I have a little sheet here. This is my mapping out of my monthly classes. For November, we're doing Merriest Trees, Above It All, and Sending Cheer, okay? And then December, we're going to be doing Light the Sky, Sparkling Snowflakes, and Wishes All Around, all right? So that's kind of what's on the radar. Just to remind you guys, too, Joy of Christmas is the sweet class for November, and Winter Meadow is for December. And so Merriest Trees and Above It All, you guys, I actually have both of those cards ready to show you. Merriest Trees and Above It All. So Merriest Trees and Above It All. These are 2 of, now if you've done the escape with me, these are repeats, just so you know, but you might not worry about that you get a duplicate. When I do the escapes, I peg the cards into different classes over the next 4 months. Oh, Judy Sharp used the On the Farm for the chicken card. Perfect. So just for like the monthly class for next month is November, and it's going to feature Merriest Trees and Above It All. So you need a sentiment, and something to decorate your background. The other card for this class is going to be Sending Cheer. And Sending Cheer is part of the holiday mini catalog. So I got 2 cards ready to go for November. So just so you know, that's a good start. So 2 of the 3 are done. So 1 more to design, and then I'll have those done. Okay, so let's flip this back up. See if you guys, Sherry loves the Chuck card. Yay. Sherry Martin, I received the package you sent me. It actually came on Tuesday. I needed to message you and tell you that, but I can tell you it right here that it arrived, and thank you so much for the extra cardboard. I appreciate it. All right. I'm looking for my pencil. All right. We had here, got to get to the monthly class. We said 7 people placed orders to get this class for free. I'll just call you guys out really quick. I know we had Joanne Kahn, you were in there, Vicki Rodriguez, Pat Fleming, Linda Scott, Jean Vassell, And then we had Laura Sullivan and Debbie Gast. So I'm going to do, Jeannie Parker sent me a picture of the dove card. Oh man, here it is, you guys. Jeannie Parker, look at that. She put a dove in there instead of the chicken. And she also put the dove in, and she made it into a Christmas card. Very nice, Jeannie. She used the dove set. And then she's got sending warmth your way on that card. Very nice, Jeannie. Look at that. You're even working at your on the computer. They're probably watching. Oh, I love it. So you know what I can do? I'm going to do this. Watch this. I'm going to give you that heart and then watch. Boom. Love it. Lots of love and hearts coming your way. Awesome. So you guys, we're going to go here back to this. Go to random number generator. And we're going to put 7 in here. And when I hit, she gave me the thumbs up. When I hit generate, it's going to tell me a number and we'll see whose it is. Number 2. Blue 42, Vicky Rodriguez. Yay, Vicky. Awesome. You are number 2. So, Vicky, I also did not ship your package today. It's sitting over there. I need to go through and make sure that I have all my ducks in a row with everything for you. And now, because I didn't ship it out, I can add your door prize to it. So, yay. Awesome. Okay, so I'll make sure I do that. Thanks for telling me that, Jeannie, so I could share your card, your cards. All right. So, yay. Anything else? So, guys, don't forget, I do have my kit class tomorrow. I need to publish that tonight. So we're going to make sure we do that. We're going to do, so I'm making myself, you guys, the list. So clue 1 is first on the list. And then technically the kit class needs to get published. All right. And then we're going to work on scavenger hunt. So if we'll see if I get that all done. I know that somebody messaged me about the paper pumpkin back there. I don't remember who it was, but I know I saw a message. Somebody asked if it was still available, and whoever that was that messaged me, I'll look for it, and it's yours. That means that we're on to, and I also have an April paper pumpkin left in case anybody was still looking for April. The October pumpkins are the Christmas cards, you guys. Those should be shipping out to everybody soon here. You're very welcome, Vicki. They are set to, like, I've been getting the billing notices for them. So if you are in line to get an October paper pumpkin, those should be mailing out soon. And I will have a few extra as well. So if you missed out on getting October's pumpkin, or if you want another one, I have about 5 extra coming to me, so that those will go on the back counter then. What else? Don't know. So kit class, you guys, that'll get published. Clue 1 will be published here soon. I have the wedding tomorrow night. I have nothing for stamping related on Saturday, and I have a private party here on Sunday. So yay! And then you guys will be back on Monday for mystery card night. So you love all the hearts. Good. So you know how you do that. I hard pressed on that heart, and then I hit send, and then I think that's what makes it like go boom, like that. So lots of love. Okay. If you guys are watching this replay later, like in the next week or 2 weeks, and you're interested in getting these kits, don't hesitate to reach out to get these kits. This class was free with a $45 order with the host code. You guys, it has to have the host code on. That is my rule with getting free classes for me. If you use the host code, that's how you can opt out of getting, like, let's say you, what that does is it puts it to a workshop for me, and then I use all of the host rewards to help me get the supplies that I need to make the cards, like, to make your kits, like getting the cardstock, the embellishments, the ribbon, all that good stuff. And so when you use that host code, if you forget to add it, you can always contact Stampin' Up! To have them add it. So I know I had a few of you that missed doing that, and then you sent emails to Stampin' Up! I really appreciate that. So we just got to make sure that host code gets put on there. So you could get this class for free, or you could also purchase it. So I think I have about 5 or 6 left. So that's my thought on that one. Yay. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Did we forget anything? I always feel like I forget things. So, yeah. Okay. I think we'll let it go with that, you guys. So, lots of sunshine, love, and big hugs to everybody. We'll catch you at some point tomorrow for the kit class, 11 o'clock, not at some point. We'll catch you at 11 o'clock. We'll make sure to do that raffle prize, or the drawing for the prize winner of somebody who placed an order over $75. And yeah, you guys have a good rest of your night. Love you a long time. All right, I'm going to count to 10 just in case it ends early. 1, 2, buckle my shoe. 3, 4, shut the door. 5, 6, pick up 6, 7, 8, lay